Hey fam, it is your girl, the one and the only Spicy, and I'm here today with another pick a card reading. I hope everyone is doing well. I hope everyone is feeling blessed and feeling great. I am grateful to be here and I cannot wait to get started. So, the topic that I'm going to be asking Spirit today is, how do they feel about your new connection? How do they feel about your new connection? So, this is a new connection reading. If there was someone that you met recently, you just want to kind of understand like how they feel about y'all's new connection, even you, then stay tuned. You can pause the video right now if you need to, and you can choose a pile that you feel attracted to, whether it's by the artwork or even by the crystal. So for pile 1, we have the Navigator's Tarot deck with the citrine crystal. Pile 2, we have the Neo Tarot with the amethyst crystal. And then pile 3, we have the Cosmic Tarot with the pyrite crystal. So go to the description box, click the timestamp that is in correlation with the pile or the piles that you have chosen, and I will see you there. All right, fam. If you chose pile 1, which is the Navigator's Tarot deck with the citrine crystal, I'm going to get started on your reading. I definitely want to say thank you to all new and returning subscribers. If this is your first time here, then welcome. And yeah, I definitely can't wait to read for y'all, and just drop this fun, insightful, and all around amazing reading. Make sure you check out all of the information in the description box, as far as links to following me on Instagram, to getting a personal or private reading, to checking out my new line of 3D and hand painted gel press on nails, and also to donate to this channel if you would like to. Donations are not they're not a requirement, but it's definitely appreciated. So if you can't do that, it's okay. Just go ahead and leave me a like or a subscribe for equal energy exchange. Do what you can, but if anything, I appreciate y'all just tuning in. And yeah, let's get into it. We're gonna be asking, how does this person feel about your new connection? This could be what's I about to say? This could be friendship. It could be an actual intimate romantic relationship. Let me just get some clarification, and then we're going to get into it. Okay, so this person that you're asking about, what you're trying to look into and just see like, okay, how do they feel about this connection with me? This person that's on your mind, I think the first thing that came to my mind about this person is like polished. So I'm not sure if it's that whenever you speak to this person, it's like they always give you the right answer, or they say the right things, or they know just what to do to make you feel some type of way. It's like it just comes together as like polished, like polished. And I don't want to say that that's a bad thing, but in the case of this person, I'm feeling a little iffy about it. It's like polished. It's like they always know what to say, or they always know how to show up, or you know what I'm saying? They always do just enough. Like, it's just something coming up with polished. They're always polished. Maybe they have like a really good image, you know, especially an image that they portray to other people about who they are. So this is the person that's like, they're gonna come, when they come meet you, they're gonna come like looking good, smelling good. They're gonna have themselves together. Whenever you talk to them or ask them a question about things, it's like they know just what to say. They say just the right things, you know? it's something that's coming up about that, but I feel like that could even be just how this person carries on a relationship with you. So you might see it as, oh, it's polished. But I do feel like, you know, how they feel about the connection with y'all is the connection with you. I think it forces them, what they see is like, it forces them to have to be vulnerable. It forces them to have to show more than just that superficial or what's on the outside. It forces them to have to talk and to potentially have deeper connections between the both of you. Now, I can definitely say that this person is hiding a a potential, you know, toxic side to them. I don't want to jump and say that this person is, you know, is narcissistic, but I feel like they hide some type of like toxic side to them. And I think the toxicity that is within this person, and maybe it's something that they don't want to show to you or they're trying to hide from you, is like, it's kind of given like obsession. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like this person could be obsessed with you, but I don't know if that obsession is a good thing or if it's a healthy obsession. You know what I'm saying? But it's something about you that they feel very drawn to. And especially within this connection, maybe it's something that they've always wished for, something that they've always wanted. So maybe they're just trying to show up their best. That could be the thing, because it's something they always wanted. They don't want to mess it up. I feel like this person has dealt with just, I feel like this person, they definitely had a hard life. You know, things maybe haven't really gone the way that they would like it to. So maybe they're trying to take more control into their own hands. That's something that came up. Maybe they were someone who just kind of, you know, just felt a lack of control over their life. Someone who's dealt with, you know, financial issues. Someone who's dealt with, sorry, y'all. Let me move these cards that fell out. But anyway, I mean, yeah, it just seems as someone who's just dealt with just potentially toxic relationships in the past. This could also be someone who got out of a marriage, someone who got out of like a really serious commitment. I do think that the person that you're asking about is a bit superficial. That's the thing that came to mind that is like on your mind. They're a bit superficial. So I feel like the obsession that they have with the connection with you might be a little unhealthy, because it's they could be focused on the superficial, but they do acknowledge that within this connection, it must require them to be vulnerable and they can't hide anything. You know what I'm saying? They have to be substantial. That's the word that came to my mind. I don't know if you can use substantial to describe people, but it's like, you can't just be superficial or focused on things that maybe don't matter in the long run. So I just feel like this person that you're asking about, like how they feel about the connection with y'all, I just feel like in some ways it could be very superficial. So it could be based off of their like sexual attraction towards you. I think it's something that they've always wanted to do. So if y'all haven't gotten physical yet, like this person would like to do that. They want to introduce that into the connection. Yeah, it could be that this person's been waiting for some time. You could definitely be having this person waiting. It seemed like they're waiting, but they might be getting a little bored. You know what I'm saying? They could be getting a little bored. Yeah, I maybe even at times like a little ungrateful. Maybe this person expects, like as far as how they view the connection, they're expecting sex or they're expecting some type of intimacy between the both of y'all. Now I feel like, just giving you some advice from what I see, I would tell you to pump the brakes a little bit, because this person, they have some type of obsession towards this connection, and I think it can potentially turn toxic. But I also feel like, I don't know, I'm just like, that's on them. They're used to being in connections like this with other people, or this is probably the, the thing that, you know, This is the thing that ended connections in the past for them. Or like they missed the opportunities. You know, they were in some type of superficial relationship. It was fake love. The person, him and that person that they was with actually really didn't like each other. So that just means that like it just must be this person hyping this stuff up in their mind. But I mean, the person, let me get some more information. Yeah, it's not like, that's why I was just like, it's not like it's something really wrong with this person. It's just the way they view the connection may not be healthy for the long term. But they do like you. That is something that has shown up. They do like you. I think that if you've rejected them, you know, rejected any advances that they tried to make towards you, like especially physically, they feel some type of way about that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, this is, they really want to connect with you on that level. But I mean, it's, the person does like you. I could say that. You know, they view y'all's connection as, you know, something new, a new opportunity that they would like to take. And I mean, I don't doubt that this person hasn't advanced from, you know, the previous relationships that they were in. I think that they've come to an awareness about, you know, just their own, you know, how they engaged with relationships in the past. I think they become aware of that, and they see that, you know, that way of being just isn't healthy. So they had to kind of move out of that energy. But yeah, I just feel like this person really needs to be completely vulnerable. Like, that's how they see y'all's connection. They feel like within the connection with y'all, they can't hide anything. They can't lie. They can't, you know what I'm saying? They can't cover things up. They have to be 100% clear. There can't be any confusion. I think that this person might be there at this point in their life. Like, they're not showing up as an immature, you know, small boy or a small girl. They're not showing up as that. So it could be that they're just aware of, you know, their past and toxic relationships that they had. And just having to address those things and having to show up an authentic way as far as in a connection with y'all. But yeah, this person definitely wants to have some physical intimacy with y'all. That definitely is something that they want to do. And I mean, they do like you. They do view your relationship as a, you know, a new opportunity. Y'all could potentially be a match. Y'all could potentially be a match. Yeah. But it's definitely given that, if anything, I don't know why this is the thing that keeps stated out, but if anything, this person definitely wants to, they want to do some things with you. Okay. But I do think that this person is going to take a lot of action. And they might come to you in a very, like, you know, fiery way, passionate way. I don't think this person is being like fake with you. I think they're being straight up. I think there's a genuine interest here. But the thing that I keep getting is like, this person is like, well, we're both grown, so why can't we just take this step in this connection? Like, we're both grown, we can handle it, we're grown. But I think that you need some more time to get to know this individual. But it's like they're showing up, you know, like, I'm grown, so I'm feeling you, you're feeling me, I like you, you like me, so let's connect. Like, that's the type of energy that they're giving here. But I would just give it some time and see, you know, if this person can be vulnerable with you. And I would also ask questions about any other potential connections that this person could be having, or if they are engaging, you know, sexually with someone else. Like, I would definitely ask those types of questions, because their whole attitude and how they feel like with this connection is like, we're grown, so we're gonna do what we want to do. And it's like, you can say that all you want, but what are you doing on your own time? Like, You know what I'm saying? So it just seemed like this person kind of want to lead the connection and whatnot. But in the back of their head, you know, they're thinking, could this connection potentially become toxic, you know? Or am I going to sabotage this connection? Because they do have issues with like obsession. But yeah, let's get some more cards. This is the Divine Feminine Oracle deck, and we're going to see how else they feel about this connection. And of course, it's you too. Like, so we have nostalgia. I'm wondering if this is someone that you have this is a new connection, but with the nostalgia card, it's like you've known this person before, or there's previous memories and whatnot. Yeah, it could also be a past life connection. That's probably why this person feel like, you know what I'm saying, like we already know each other. And it's just like, we might have known each other 3 past lives ago. Like, we don't know each other today. Let's see what else comes up. Or it could be that this person wants to make memories within this new connection as well. They want to make memories. We also have high value. I think that this person, especially with the star card, I feel like this person does see you as someone that is, you know, worth their while. You're not someone who is worthless. You're someone who, you know, would be a great catch, you know, a winner. They probably, it's like they see you as, I mean, that could probably contribute to the obsession with the connection with y'all. Is just because of like your value and just how they see you and whatnot. Let me get another card. So we had 2 more cards that came out. We had the switch up, and we also had mind games within the reverse. These people, whoever it is that's on your mind, they definitely do have, it seems like there's a fear here. There's a fear here about like you potentially switching up, or them obsessing or idealizing over this relationship so much that you end up leaving or betraying or something like that. And that probably contributes to the toxicity as well in their behaviors. But it's definitely apparent for like if you rejected this person, or it's not even like you was just like, I don't want you, but you was just kind of like no, or you asserted your boundaries. It's like this person might take it as rejection. So it's just like they might be, as far as with the connection, like trying to handle it with like what is it that people say? It's like they're trying to handle it, like trying to handle it carefully. You know what I'm saying? They might be doing a little too much for you. Like the energy is like, it's too much for me. But I think they're doing that because they just want to make sure that like you're not going to switch up and you're going to be there. So this person probably does have some abandonment issues and whatnot. And I mean, obviously somebody, like obviously a relationship in the past, like they could have been in a real serious commitment, ended up getting left. That person could have really not loved them. It really wasn't a, you know, a good opportunity for them. So they just want to make sure. Oh yeah, they're handling the connection with kid gloves. That's it. I'm like, what is that saying? Kid gloves. But yeah, I think this person isn't really trying to play any mind games with you. So the light that they have towards you is very genuine. They see it as a new opportunity, actually emotionally fulfilling opportunity. I feel like they just want to make sure that it's like you're not gonna switch up on them, or you're not gonna betray them, or you know what I'm saying? Something along those lines, to where it's like you're not gonna hurt them. That's probably why they just, I don't know what the word that came to mind to was clingy. I don't know if they could be clingy on the relationship, but it's like they just, that's also probably why they be saying the right things. You know, potential people pleaser, potential, you know, that's what's coming up. Potential people pleaser. But for the most part, I got y'all 2 cards from the reconciliation deck. Just for some more information, we got finding balance and within 1 month, patience. So it could be that the relationship or the connection between the both of y'all is going to continue to flourish. It's telling you to be patient for something. Maybe this person is gonna want to offer you an opportunity, like to be, to be in a relationship with them because they see you as an opportunity. So maybe they're gonna want to, propose that y'all be exclusive, something like that, or they just want to take your connection to the next level. For some of y'all want to give this person at least another month before y'all decide to engage with them. You know what I'm trying to say? You probably want to get to know them a lot more. But yeah, finding balance. Yeah, finding balance. I just feel as though this person has to come to a, like, especially with the obsession, potentially the clinginess, it's just giving me like someone who is like, you care about this person, but you just like, this person, they like me too much. Like, whenever I say something or do something, it's like they just take it to heart. Like they must like me too much. I don't know how somebody can say that they like someone too much, but it's just like they take a lot of the stuff that you do to heart, and especially within the connections, like they take it to heart. So I really just feel like they'll balance out a little better and just chill. It's like, just chill. You know how people, like, they try so hard to make a good first impression that like any little sign they take it as, oh, this means that person doesn't want me, they're rejecting me, oh my gosh, they're gonna leave. And then they start acting like, acting moody a little bit. It's like, I think if you give it time with this person, they'll really start to understand you and maybe understand the nuances of the connection that y'all have, and they'll chill. Especially with finding balance. But it's just like they like you. They like you. They do. It's just now they have to come to a balance in understanding that, like, okay, this person's here. You know what I'm saying? This person's here. So they could definitely have some abandonment issues that might play out, through how they connect with you. It could be because of abandonment issues. But yeah, we're going to get another card from, this is the Energy Oracles deck, and then we're going to end your reading after that. So I definitely hope that y'all love this reading. We have adjacent possibilities. Yeah, I just think that it's just given the fact that, like, there's multiple potential. There's limitless potential. Like, you know what I'm saying? For, you and this person and this connection and how they feel. I think they're also understanding that, like, when it comes to this connection, it's like you don't have to come on too strong. Like, you could chill. You know what I'm saying? Because there's always going to be multiple theories. There's always going to be multiple possibilities or multiple opportunities. You know what I'm saying? Especially when it comes to relationships and the nuances with people. So I just feel like this person is understanding that within this connection, like, it could actually be what they want, especially with the wish fulfillment card. And that's something that they're realizing. It could actually be what they want. But they just gotta, they gotta be careful, and they just gotta show up, because there's other options. Like, another option that they probably would not like is that you decide that you don't want to deal with them, or you would rather see somebody else. So it's like they understand that, like, any opportunity I could be kicked off the island, and that's not something that they want to happen. They don't want to be kicked off the island, but they understand that things could go left at any time. Mind you, they do have abandonment issues. So I do think we'll see. Like, come back in the comment section and let us know, like, what happened with this person, as far as, like, what you want to do moving forward, and whatnot. But yeah, it's obvious that they are trying to have some adult time with you, and it's really it's up to you as far as what you gonna do. But yeah, I would just say definitely ask this person more questions and just go from there. But with that being said, I definitely hope that you all resonated with this reading and that you all liked the reading. Make sure you give it a like, a comment, and make sure you subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Okay, if you've been watching and you watched my videos more than 3 times, you might as well go ahead and subscribe. Like, go ahead so you're notified when all new readings drop. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and leave it there. Be blessed, y'all. I hope y'all have a great one, and I cannot wait to see y'all soon. Hey fam, if you chose pile 2, my pile 2 people, which is the amethyst crystal and the Neo Tarot, we're going to get started with your reading. Of course, we are asking spirit, how do they feel about this new connection? So we're asking about new connections and how the person on your mind feels about it. So definitely make sure that y'all check out all the information in the description box. Welcome to all the new and returning subscribers. It's just amazing to see y'all. I love the participation, and I just look forward to posting more amazing readings for you all. But yeah, in the description box, I do have links to my Instagram if you would like to follow me over there. I have links to my Etsy store to check out my new line of 3D and gel hand-painted press-on nails. Also, a link to if you would like to donate to my channel. And also, yeah, I think that's about it. If there's anything else that I missed, just go ahead and check it out in the description box, okay? Okay, if you would like to get a personal private read, that information is there too. I'm like, did I miss something? But for the most part, let's go ahead and get started. Let's stop it right there. Okay, stop it right there. Let's get started. We're asking spirit, how do they feel about your new connection? Okay. It's giving, the song that came to my mind was Differences by Genuine. I don't know if y'all have heard that song. It's an R&B classic bop. Differences by Genuine. That's what that energy gave me. That's what that energy gave me. Okay, so this is the energy of somebody that wants you, but they're not sure if you want them. They're not sure if you want them. And whatnot. But yeah, as far as when it comes to you, this person, it's like you are what this person has always wanted, or they feel like when they're with you, it's like the sky is literally the limit. They feel as though they just feel so good around you. Like it's something about your presence. It's something about you that just makes somebody feel like they've actually arrived. Because whenever I see the world card, it makes me think about like, you know, cycles, old cycles being ended. It makes me think about moving on, graduation, going to the next level, self-actualization, like, and it just makes me feel like this person feels like they, you know, they leveled up by being with you. Like it's something that you do. It's your, you know, it's your essence. It's that je ne sais quoi. I love saying that during readings because it really be like, what else can I say? But it's that. It's that essence that is within you that I feel like really makes this person feel like they have arrived. Like they're at, you know, I'm trying to say like they're at a new level, like and whatnot. Yeah, it makes them feel like they're at a new level. I feel like similar to pile 1, this person is definitely trying to handle this new feeling that they feel. It's like they're trying to handle it with care, and they're trying to make sure that they are 100% ready to step into, you know, this connection or whatever it is that they want with you. They want to make sure that they're 100% ready to step into that place. You know what I'm saying? They want to make sure that they're ready. So it could be that this person is not trying to be too impulsive with their actions. I do think that they're taking a risk. And they feel like them, you know, talking to you, getting to know you, they feel like it's a risk, you know. And they don't know. Like they don't know if you like them. They don't know. Like, and they feel like it's a risk that they would be taking just for you to potentially, you know, not want them. You know what I'm saying? just for you to potentially say no. So it's like it's a risk. I don't like what it's probably because of just how, you know what I'm saying, how your essence makes them feel that it's like it could be intimidating, but they know that it's a risk. Also, I want to say that it could be that this person is younger than you. So they could definitely be younger than you and might feel like you're more mature or you're more experienced, and that they're, the opposite, which would be less experienced. But this person is still going to take a risk. They're going to take the risk. They will. They will, because they're going to shoot their shot. Whenever I see the Page of Swords card and it's for a reading, it's just like, okay, I'm going to try. We going to see. Like, because that's the type of energy that the Page of Swords is. It's like, I could be inexperienced, and so what? We gonna see. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I definitely think that this person is gonna shoot their shot, but I definitely think it's gonna be on something. It's gonna be a little light with you, because they're not sure if that when they take the risk that you are gonna say yes to them. You know what I'm saying? Or that you are, and this could be as something simple as somebody being like, I want to take you out on a date or something. It's like, will she say yes? You know what I'm saying? Or will he say yes? Or it's kind of like, if you were already kind of familiar with somebody, y'all getting to know each other, and now they're just like, okay, I want to spend some time with you, like, I want to take things to the next level, and you gonna be like, they don't know if you gonna say yes or not. Like, they don't know if you gonna say yes or not. Like, they don't know if like, if the relationship is gonna, become something. You know what I'm saying? They don't know. So I think that they might be a little laxed right now in, taking action towards you. Like, they don't know if they should offer you something, or if they did offer you something, is it going to be enough? You know what I'm saying? If they wanted to get you a gift, like, would you like that gift? So it might be some intimidation here, but I feel like this person's still going to shoot their shot. But I don't think it's going to be something as like, oh, we need to get into a relationship right now. I just think that this person kind of wants to test the waters when it comes to you. And this connection is like, they kind of testing the waters, like checking the temperature, trying to see where it's at before they just jump and offer, you something, before they just jump and offer you, a relationship or something to, you know what I'm saying? Something more intense than where it is right now. I just think that this person, they want to know, like, do you like me? Like, how do you feel about me? You know what I'm saying? Because in all honesty, if the vibes aren't reciprocated, if they don't feel that you're interested in them and the vibes aren't reciprocated, it's like they're okay with not offering you a relationship. It's not like they're gonna push for that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's like they're not gonna push for that. Like, this just seemed like this person would just end up moving on. So I would say, if you are feeling this person or not, just say what you gotta say. But yeah, they're definitely trying to check the temperature. A lot of them too, I forgot to say, they do watch you. So they could be watching you on social media, just trying to get the vibe for who you are. But I do feel like this person might be a little younger than you. So they might feel like they don't have enough to offer you, or that you wouldn't be disinterested, not interested in what they had to offer you, and whatnot. So I would just, I don't know, you can do whatever it is you want to do, but if you are interested in this person, listen to what they gotta say, and whatnot. But I would definitely be cautious of, like, what type of relationship are they trying to put you in? You know what I'm saying? It's like, are you just trying to play little kid games with me? Like, what type of relationship are you trying to put somebody in? Because it could be that this person just wants to, have a physical connection with you. But for the most part, how they feel about this connection is like, they're happy. Like, they're happy with you. It's just, and this could be your energy. That's why they probably feel like, you know what, I'm just going to shoot my shot. I'm just going to give it a try, and see what happens. But I definitely can say that, this person, this person could definitely be young, especially with the Sun card coming up again. This person could be young, and they have the, they have the energy. Because younger folks, like, they have the energy. Okay, I'm still young myself, so I know what I'm talking about. But for the most part, it's like younger folks really have the energy, and it could be that, even something that attracts you to this person is just their youthful energy, and they also are very action based. They like to get things done. So that's why it might be a little weird for this person right now to be trying to analyze the situation. But when they watch you, they definitely do like plan and strategize. That's something that came up. So they probably just trying to analyze how to approach you. I feel like I would just ask more questions, because it is a possibility that this person just wants to like be in your face. You know what I'm trying to say? Just be in your face. Or try to propose like just something that's a little like a relationship that might not necessarily be what you want, especially if you want something more serious. So it could just be something that's just playful and, oh, we just spend time together, but it's not anything serious. You know what I'm trying to say? So I would just ask questions and whatnot, just to see what exactly this person wants. But I do feel like as far as within this connection, they're just a little testy. They trying to test the waters when it comes to you. And they want to, they want to know that if they offer you something that, you're going to take it and you're going to reciprocate that energy as well. This person has definitely, they've definitely had their, they think as far as with you in this connection, they might think that you have your boundaries and your walls up when it comes to them, and whatnot. But I can also say that this person has been through things in their past as well, which might, keep them from actually, feeling that confidence of going after what it is that they want. Just doing it, like not sitting back, not questioning, you know what I'm saying? Just do. So it's just something as far as when it comes to the relationship with you that they might be a little scared about. Like I said, you potentially saying no, and whatnot, especially with your boundaries. You definitely have your boundaries, and it's not a bad thing. It's definitely not a bad thing. But yeah, I can definitely see that. Yeah, this person, they really do think, they think the world of you. Okay, no pun intended. They actually do think the world of you, and I think that your essence, or just you being in their life, or them knowing you, like makes them feel a little more elevated, and makes them feel like, they can accomplish anything in the world, and whatnot. And they're definitely very happy with the connection between the both of y'all. It makes them feel very excited. And I think they want to, at the end of the day, they want to take action towards you because of just that happiness that they feel. Yeah, I think they just trying to figure out how they going to go about this with you. You know what I'm trying to say? It's like they trying to figure out, like, how are we going to go about this connection? But I also do feel like if they don't feel that energy being reciprocated from you, and I mean, you might not like this person at all. Shoot, you might not like them. So maybe you might not choose to reciprocate any energy at all. You know what I'm saying? That person gonna go away. Like, that's just what they gonna do. They gonna go away. But for the most part, let's go ahead and move on and get some messages from a Divine Feminine Oracle deck and see what else comes up as far as with this connection and this person's feelings. Aw, we have chemistry. Okay. Aw, they feel like it's chemistry between the both of y'all. They feel like it's chemistry. That's cute. Okay. It's cute. But can you back it up? Like, it just give me like some young person that's just excited about you. Like, and we're adults here. So when I'm talking about young, I'm talking about 20s. Okay? That's young. 20s as an adult. Okay? So it must be that this person definitely does see some type of chemistry between the both of y'all, some type of compatibility. I just feel like they want to know that whatever they offer you or can give you at this point in time is gonna be enough, or that you're gonna want it, so it's interesting. I think that they think you have, other options, so you can focus on those options if that's what you choose to. They want to be the one. They want to be the one, okay? Because you really make them feel some type of way about life. Okay, we also have future forward. So this person could definitely be thinking about more than just today when it comes to you. I don't know if you believe that because of how young or immature that this person may seem to you. I don't know if you believe that, but it's definitely showing that, like, as far as future forward, like, this person is thinking about more than just today when it comes to you. And I do think this person is definitely planning and strategizing. And I actually do like that about this person, that they actually planning instead of like thinking that they can just pop up and be like, what's up? You know what I'm saying? It seems as though this person is like trying to figure out which direction to take. But as far as with you, I feel like it could be a bit daunting because of your essence. Like, you know, with the relationship, it could be a little daunting being connected to you. But I also feel like this is someone who is up for the challenge, because like I said, they're going to make it be known. You know what I'm trying to say? They're going to take it. They're going to shoot their shot. That's what they're going to do. And then also we have being seen. Being seen and the world card kind of goes hand in hand. I feel like the person, as far as with you, it just brings up the same message as far as like them watching you. So it could be that, you know, you're very much in your prime right now, and you're garnering the attention from this person and also the attention from other people. That could also contribute to maybe the insecurity about you accepting their offer or accepting them. But yeah, this person definitely does acknowledge that, you know, you're a catch. You're a catch. You really are a catch. This relationship would be a catch. So let's get some cards from the reconciliation deck and see what comes up. We have pause and reflect. I just feel like that relates to this hanged woman card right here and just the energy that this person is currently in. So they're definitely thinking about something, trying to figure out how to approach you. And then we have lopsided effort within the reverse. Yeah, I definitely do feel as though lopsided effort. That's kind of the, it kind of relates to what I was saying as far as like their energy being reciprocated. So I definitely do feel like I said, this person is going to put in some type of effort to let you know. They're going to offer you something to let you know like that they're feeling you and whatnot. But if it's like the energy is not reciprocated, then they're not going to continue to keep trying to make something work that is potentially not working. So if you do like this person, I would definitely say like reciprocate the energy if that's what you want. But if you don't, then at least you know that they're not going to keep trying to push it with you. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to keep trying to push it. But yeah, this person is definitely going to put in some effort. They want to put in effort to the connection. The connection makes them feel like they want to because we have the Sun card and we have the World. So I feel like they feel like they want to participate and they feel like they want to engage. So we just gonna see. But for the most part, let's move on to the, what deck is this? The Energy Oracles. The Energy Oracles deck. And we're going to get another card. Okay, we have Envy in the reverse. Envy in the reverse. I'm going to get another card to clarify that. Let me keep shuffling. And then we also have the Temple Path. The Temple Path. So it just seems as though this connection that this person has with you really forces them to have to lead. Like if they were in any other lower vibrations, I feel like the connection between the both of you and just like how they see you, how they feel about it, it forces them to have to level up, and it forces them to have to you know, only want to engage and participate with, you know, higher vibes, like the feel, like the vibration of gratitude, you know, so, or joy or happiness. So I really do feel as though how this person sees this connection, they could definitely see it as something that's very divine, or something that's very enlightening, something that makes them grow, something that makes them, you know, develop and progress and move forward. Yeah, with cornucopia is like they don't have, some of them could even see you as like a counterpart. They could see you as a soulmate. I just feel like it causes this person to have to leave behind any, uh, feelings or any emotions that just does not help their highest good, and whatnot. It's like, instead of being envious and jealous of you, it's like this person is like proud of you. You know what I'm saying? They're proud of you, and I don't know what it is that you over here accomplishing, but obviously you have attention. Like, people are watching you. This person is watching you. So it's kind of like this person is more proud and appreciative of this connection as opposed to hating on you. So it's just something about you. It's something that you do. It's your way of being. It's where you're at in life right now. You could be in your prime right now, and they appreciate that energy and are proud of that energy as opposed to hating. And it's like the connection between the both of y'all forces them to have to, level up and rise up. And I also feel like they can understand just how blessed your presence is, just based off of how you are showing up right now. So it's just like they feel lucky. They definitely do feel lucky, but I also feel like they want to make sure and they want to know that if they were to offer you something, that you would say yes and that you would take it. But I'm going to go ahead and leave it right there, y'all. I'm going to leave it right there. I definitely hope that y'all liked this reading and that you resonated with it. Make sure you go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see y'all in the next one. All right, fam. If you chose pile 3, my pile 3 people with the cosmic tarot deck and the pyrite crystal, we're going to go ahead and get started. Welcome to all new and returning subscribers. I appreciate you for spending your time with me. You could have been anywhere in the world doing anything, but at this time, you chose to watch Spicy Bee Soup. So with that being said, we're going to get started. Make sure you check out all of the information in the description box as far as links to follow me on Instagram for a personal private reading, to check out my new line of gel press-on nails, and also to donate to this channel if you would like to. Donations are not a requirement, but they are greatly appreciated. And if you're not able to do that, then definitely make sure that you give me a like and give me a subscribe, okay, for equal energetic exchange. But with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. We're asking spirit, how do they feel about your new connection, the new connection that you have with them? Okay, so how do you feel? How do they feel? And then I'm going to be using some other oracle decks right here to supplement the tarot. But yeah, let's go. Let's get into it. All right, y'all, let me get one more card for clarification, and then we're going to start. I think the person that's on your mind, as you're thinking about this and wondering how they feel about your new connection, I think this person that's on your mind, like, they are going through they're going through some type of transformation right now, or they're evolving, where they're understanding that as they grow up, there's certain things that as an adult they just can't do anymore. You know what I'm saying? They're understanding that you have to mature. So I think that this connection is causing them to have to mature. It's causing them to have to mature. I think it's causing them to have to see, things from a factual, logical point of view. And I think with this person, it's like they know that they, you know, have feelings for you, and they do see this could potentially be a budding romance. But I also feel like it's more so this person that is kind of coming, it's like they're coming of age. They're coming of age right now at this point in their life. And then this connection with you is happening at the same time. It's like they're coming of age. Um, yeah, it just seems as though like I don't know what y'all doing to this person. I don't know what it is that y'all are doing, but it just seems as though they it's like they understand that like they have to be more responsible now. You know what I'm saying? They have to be more responsible now. They have to put an end to just doing things or involving themselves in things that no longer apply to them and where they're trying to go. You know what I'm saying? So it's something about your connection. It makes them, and this is kind of even similar to pile two a little bit, but it's like it makes them, it makes them want to grow up. You know what I'm trying to say? It's like they want to grow up at any point in time where they might have been, you know, very immature or just very impulsive with their actions. Is like they want to end that because they see that when it comes to relationships, it's like it does not work for them. So this this is just the energy of like somebody choosing to say like I don't want to do the things that I've done before. Like what are some of the things they've done before? Like the person that like you, things they've done before, like they've definitely lied to people before. They've definitely cheated on people before. They definitely like, you know, manipulated people before. They definitely deceived people before. Cuz I'm just like what is it that they used to do before now they want to change cuz they met you? It's like they could have definitely been a player or just been not living right. You know what I'm trying to say? They not living right. Now, Spirit definitely wants me to let y'all know and just caution because it was like, say this. It wants me to let y'all know that, like, regardless of you inspiring this person to change and not be like this anymore, take your time and ask them questions because it's like you deserve to be with someone who isn't worn out, especially if this person was, you know, carried on multiple relationships with people or just being deceptive. Is like you don't deserve someone that is worn out. Okay, you don't deserve someone that is burned out and now they want to come to you and now they want to elevate. It's like ask the right questions so that you make sure that this person is not changing for you, but they're changing for themselves. You know what I'm saying? They're changing for themselves. But it's definitely showing that this person is in the process of like maturation. Like they understand like in relationships, it's certain things that, you know, they cannot do. They cannot lie. They cannot deceive. They can't be impulsive with their actions. They can't just be jumping into any situation or into bed with anybody. They can't just be doing things like that. So that's something that this person like through this connection, it's like it's putting an end to that, to like their childish ways. It's putting an end to things that, you know, bog them down. I feel like this person has some issues with like their emotional regulation, being able to regulate their emotions, being able to, you know, remain balanced, being patient, not being so impulsive, not just making decisions like that, flying off the handle. Yeah, I just feel like this person understands it's like they have to put an end to that and they have to show up a little more mature when it comes to connections, understanding who to offer what to. And I feel like within this relationship is like they do want to offer you something a little, you know, a little more better than what they used to offer other people. They actually want to offer you a actual emotional commitment. You know what I'm saying? They want to offer you, even if it's not as serious as like, oh, we exclusive now. It's like they want to show you that they like you. You know what I'm saying? Something as simple like that. Like, oh, let me show you that I have feelings for you. You know, like they might want to show you something. Like, you know, but I feel like whatever they show you, it's a big skip, hop, leap, jump from what they used to do. You know what I'm saying? From how they used to be. But like I said, it's like ask the right questions because you also don't deserve to be with somebody that's burnt out. Okay? Burnt out, worn out. You don't deserve to be with somebody that's like that. That's just what I would say in general. But yeah, Spirit was just like, make sure you let them know about that too. Like, make sure you let them know about that. But yeah, I just feel like this person that you're asking about could definitely be older than you. They could definitely be older than you, and like they finally come in to some good conclusions about their life and relationships at your grown age. Like, you know what I'm saying? At their grown age, now they decide that they want to start coming to some conclusions. So I don't know, it's kind of giving the vibe of someone that, you know, if y'all continue to keep progressing, then marriage is a possibility. You know what I'm saying? If you keep progressing, marriage is a possibility. I just feel like this connection and the possibility of what could be is like, it's showing this person like a new side to love, or like they just didn't know that love could be like this or something. You know what I'm saying? The song that came to mind was Faith Evans, I Never Knew There Was a Love Like This Before. You know, if you don't know that song, go listen to it. I love that song. Okay, I love that song. That's another R&B bop and classic. But yeah, it's just given that like you show them like the possibility of what could be. This person could also be in imagination. It's like the possibility of what could be is like, yo, I never would know love like this. Like, it's just like this person is leaving behind their childish ways, and they're understanding that like, okay, they need better. But I do think that this is an older man. It's given a lot of masculine energy. If you are a male watching this, it's just an older, it could be an older woman, or you're older, you know, than the person that you're, you know, inquiring about. But it's just showing that there's a potential age difference, but that this person they're just focused on maturing. And I think that them being able to mature, is for some reason it's within this connection. I'm just like, why is it that these big major things gotta happen? But that's just what they picking up from you. You know, that's how they feel about the connection. It's major to them. It really has them doing some inner work. But at the same time, I feel like, isn't this what people like ideally would be okay with and want? Like, if someone's not originally this way and like they're with you and they're like changing, you know, they stepping up while they with you, you know what I'm saying? It's like they stepping up. It's like always an issue when people don't change. You know what I'm saying? That's the issue, because then it becomes, well, why did you expect that person to change? People change when they want to. But it seems like this person wants, like, they want to change. They want to grow. They want to develop. They want to, you know, it seems like that's what they want to do. But it's just through this connection with you. Yeah, they're definitely watching you. They could be very intense. You know what I'm saying? You could also always wonder, like, what is this person thinking? You know, because they're mad mental when it comes to stuff. But I also feel like this person sees beyond like where they're at right now. It's like they're trying to see the higher perspective to things. So it could be that this person is evolving, you know, through this connection, and more like trying to be more in accordance with their higher self. But yeah, like, they definitely looking at the bigger picture when it comes to this connection. And also with the Ten of Pentacles and the Emperor here and the Ace of Cups, it just seemed like maybe this person at their big grown age, they're not older, then just disregard it. But it's like maybe this person at their grown age is deciding that, you know, they eventually, like, they could see themselves settling down with you. Because I was just like, it seemed like it's a potential here for marriage. And then we have the Ten of Pentacles, which is all about like, it's like family legacy. It is only one person in this card, but I also see it's like, you know, generational wealth, you know, abundance, and whatnot. So that could potentially signify, as far as like you all building a family with each other. It seems like this person is a little more serious when it comes to the commitment. They see a little more of a potential. But I also feel like they're still going through a process of maturing, so that they can, you know, be ready for this connection. You know what I'm saying? So that they can be ready, especially when it's time to take it where they want to take it. You know, I feel like this connection really helps them heal, This connection helps them to end doing things that, didn't really, help a healthy relationship. This connection could also be helping them to feel a little more emotionally secure. So maybe this person had issues with insecurities. It helps them to feel a little less like bogged down, or they kind of feel as though like they have support, like there's someone else here that's with them. This person must really like you a lot to change their ways. Like, they must really like you a lot to change their ways and want to actually offer you something of substance. I'm going to get another card, and then I'm going to move on to the Oracle decks that I have over here that I want to use. Yeah, with the Magician card, and especially coming up in the upright, it's just, I don't know, I feel like this person, and I wanted to do a reading like who's manifesting you, but I really feel like this person, I really do think that because they've initiated a change in their life, that essentially they've been presented with, a prime opportunity, and that is a connection with you. And one that is definitely going to be fulfilling. So I just feel like this person, like, essentially this is what they were manifesting by, letting their old childish ways go. You know what I'm saying? Is manifesting you. So it's like they did the work in their life, and I feel like they're still doing the work. I mean, we always are doing the work, but it's just like, I feel like they started the process of doing the work, and now they can actually, experience a connection that a connection that is actually fulfilling to them. But yeah, I also feel like this person wants to just co-create as far as this relationship, like the relationship, and just moving forward with the connection. Is like they want to co-create that with you. Co-create that with you. So they probably want to work together with you, which is nice. Like, see you as an equal partner, see you as someone that they can work together with, especially with that 10 of Pentacles. But yeah, I mean, how they feel about this connection, I just feel like for this connection, they see it as limitless, and they really feel like, they can really create the type of, connection and relationship that they really want with you. And I feel like this person is being upfront and they being for real. You know what I'm saying? I would just always ask questions. Like, I've told everybody to ask questions, but at least this person is not the Magician in the reverse, which is like, okay, this is someone who is, you're still being manipulative. Like, you still are. I just feel like this person, through this connection with you, is understanding that, like, they might have been they've been doing the wrong things with their time and with their energy, but their energy is powerful if they direct it towards the right opportunities, or dealing with the right people, or just showing up for people in a better way and not being so manipulative and deceptive. So I think that they're ready to just create, within this connection. I feel like they want to create. They want to see what, they can come up with. They want to see how they can potentially nurture this connection or grow this connection. But yeah, I do think that there is a potential possibility for marriage if you continue on with this person. It seems like they're a lot much more mature. They may know what they want. They're living, through they have a sense of integrity now. They've just changed. They've changed. So let's use a Divine Feminine Oracle deck just to get some more messages as far as how do they feel about this connection. We have Shapeshifter. Yeah, I just feel like this person this person just changed. Like, I was literally just saying that, like, they've changed, they're transforming. And I think that that's what this person is doing. Shapeshifting is like, it can be a it can have a negative connotation, but I also feel like it can be positive, especially for this person. Just the kind of what I'm getting is like, when I was a child, I did childish things. Now this person has gone through some type of process that has changed them. Yeah, spiritually, they definitely went through some type of spiritual process. Okay, and then we have here and now with the our moment card. So this person, I don't think when it comes to this connection, I don't think they really playing games. Like, because this person is very much in the present moment. And I feel like them being in the present moment is what helps them to continue to keep making changes. Because y'all know how people are. It's like they know they need to change something, but they just think, oh, I'll do it later. Oh, I'll do it later, pushing it off into the future. And it's like the present moment is really all you have to make those changes so that they do impact your future. All you're doing is procrastinating at the end of the day. But I definitely do feel like this person feels like, this is our moment here. Like, we in a connection, like, this is it. Like, we got to make the best of it. And that's why I think this person wants to, try to create and manifest and do what they need to do to make the best of it. That's probably why they want to change and evolve. Then we also have risk taker. So, I mean, as far as when it comes to this relationship, they may see it as a risk, but it's something that they are willing to participate in and engage in. So, yeah, I would definitely look forward to that. Not saying like, oh, you got to look forward with positive expectation, but it's like, look forward to knowing that like this person is going to try. They're going to put some type of effort in. The reconciliation deck. I'm gonna get some cards from here. So we have the discovery period. And I mean, the discovery period, it just reminds me, for some reason too, yeah, there's a lot of like law and legal stuff here as well. So I'm just like, are y'all getting married? Is that a possibility? Like, because as far as with like the discovery period, this is like when you're really getting to know someone and you're asking questions and you're trying to figure things out, maybe figuring out chemistry, maybe figuring out compatibility, like, and where that stands. But yeah, I definitely do. When I was just like, this person is like watching or being mad observant, or they could be really intense. Even with their eyes, I feel like they're just trying to like suss out the situation and kind of see what's going on with you, before they just, manifest this very elaborate, luxurious lifestyle with you and whatnot. But yeah, even before they decide to jump in, this person is definitely very mental. So it's like they're going to be thinking, rationalizing, putting facts into place. Like, they're going to be doing all of these things. And I mean, that mental aspect about them was probably based off of their past, because they just know how manipulative that they were to other people as well. So they probably thinking like, okay, I know what I did in my past, but it's trying to use that knowledge towards the future. It's like, I know what I did, kind of like a projecting type of thing. But it's just like, he knows or she knows they can't really put things past people because they were doing the most at a certain point in time in their life. So they're all mental, they're all mental. And then we also have you are not being heard. And I want to get some clarification on that just to see what it's referring to. Think about it. You are not being heard. Think about it. Think about it. So it could be that as far as within this connection, it could be that you are still kind of thinking about as far as like where you're trying to go with this person, and maybe they want you to kind of up and make a decision so they can start going about this elaborate, you know, connection that they want to have with you. But it's just like you probably just need to take your time and you need to suss out who this person is. Maybe there are some inconsistencies or things that you have questions about. Or maybe it even is too that this person told you about their past, or you had questions about their past, just seeing what led them up to who they are now. So I just feel like you are not being heard. I don't think that's necessarily about you. I just feel like if this person has already told you what it is that they want to do with you, you're probably just like, well, I need to take a second and take my time. Like, I don't need to just jump into something. But I will tell you that this person has a lot much more to offer, and there's more that they actually want to do, and whatnot. So I don't know why it is like you are the person that made them feel like, okay, they want to do this, or if it's just like they feel like, well, I'm an older person now, so I need to settle down. But they definitely do see it as an opportunity with you. Like I said, I would just ask more questions, and obviously as far as within this connection, continue to think about it and see how you feel, you know, moving forward. But yeah, I do think that this person might feel some type of way if they wanted to, you know, just jump and wrap you up, and you're not necessarily ready for that type of connection right now. You're not necessarily ready for that type of relationship. But I looked at the bottom of the deck and I got express yourself more clearly. So it could be that you and this person just need to have more clear conversations about things. Maybe they do need to talk to you more so about their past. You know, it's just more heart-to-heart conversations that need to be had, obviously for different reasons, but the same conclusion. Let's get some cards from the Energy Oracles deck just to see how this person feels. Yeah, definitely more communication needs to take place. Like, this person is a mental person, so maybe they need, you know, some communication to feel better, or to feel a little more confident about, you know, the direction of this new relationship. But yeah, let me shuffle these cards up a little bit because I don't shuffle them enough after I do a reading. So I'll make sure I shuffle them up enough. All right, so you all got storm warning within the reverse. It could be that this person feels a little more secure within a connection. Like, they don't feel like they, even regardless of their past, is like they don't feel like they just feel a little more secure. They don't feel like something is gonna potentially go wrong. That's why I'm just like, it seems like this person is very mature. Like, you know, like they want some a greater commitment. It's already showing up now, especially if it's a new connection, especially this being a new connection. So it must be that there's something about you, there's something about the connection between the both of y'all that makes them feel calm, and it makes them feel like really secure. And then we also have appreciation. I just feel like this person, especially if you are, you know, you're doing your own thing, you're single and you're sexy, I just feel like this person appreciates your being and just how you show up. There's a certain type of like romance, I don't know, whatever, it's like your love languages and their love languages are like compatible and whatnot, so they like that too. It just has to do with like the romance and the love aspect of it. Like, they just appreciate you. You could be a very feminine woman, or if you're a man, it's like there's a feminine essence about you. You can appreciate the divine feminine energy. But yeah, it just seems like this person is secure with you. It seems like you are what they're interested in. You are what they're interested in. They appreciate, you know, the type of beauty that you have. They appreciate your self-sufficiency. It's just, I feel like you're just that person who came through and made this individual feel like I had to change my ways. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have to, if I want this person, I have to evolve with this person. Like, or I have to evolve so I could be good for this person. Like, that's kind of the energy that this is giving. This is how they feel about the connection. And that's why I was just like, isn't this what anybody would want? And it's not to say like life doesn't play out like this, but y'all know how it is, where it's like people just don't change and you can't force them to. But it seems like within this person is like they do want to change, and they are in the process of changing because they want something with you. So we gonna see where that goes. Let us know where it goes. Go ahead and put the information in the comment section. Let us know. But with that being said, y'all, I think I'm gonna go ahead and leave it right there. I definitely hope that y'all appreciated this reading and that it resonated. Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see y'all in the next one.